Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm in a new bedroom, everything looks really weird. I feel very like, whoa, what am I doing? But it's all fine. So I guess this is like an episode of my Agony Aunt series, if you could call it that. Today we're going to be talking about how to make friends in your 20s, or just how to make friends in general. So as you all know, if you've watched my channel for a couple of years, I left uni with about 0.1 friends. I grew really distant from people in my third year. I moved home really briefly and then I moved back to London, and I felt like I should probably make some new friends. But it is easier said than done, and the number one thing I get asked as like a kind of agony aunt advice question is how to make friends in your 20s. And I think a lot of people know that I speak from first-hand experience. It can be challenging. So I thought I'd do a comprehensive video on the ways that I would recommend for how to make friends. And major shout out to Bumble BFF for working with me on this video. You'll find out more about that in a bit. So let's talk friends. So when I moved back to London after going home really briefly after graduating, I needed people to live with. I needed roommates, but I really wanted to meet people who were like kind of like-minded people, not necessarily the people that would just have a nice flat that I could live in. I wanted friends through my roommates. The website that I ended up using was really helpful in terms of finding a home, but I didn't really get to know the people that I was going to move in with, like potentially. And I would go to flat viewings and meet I remember meeting 3 30-year-old men and being like, I can't live here, I'm a 21-year-old girl. I just wanted to meet people that were similar to me, that I'd get along with in a house environment, that would be my friends. I met a lot of people through that website and saw a lot of nice houses, but in those houses were lots of people I didn't really gel with. I really wish Bumble BFF had existed back then, because it would have helped me out so much. I'm sure you've heard about Bumble before, but they also have a feature called BFF where you can go and meet new friends. Just like me, you might be looking for roommates, or you might have just moved to a new area, a new city, a new town. You might be looking for a gym buddy, or potentially you're just looking for someone who has the same interests as you. I don't think she'll mind me saying this, but when my sister was younger, she was a mad into Doctor Who, and she had so much trouble meeting other people who loved Doctor Who as much as she did. Bumble BFF would have been perfect for her. It's also super great for people who are looking for support in isolated experiences. For example, if you've just become a new mum. And that could also extend to if you're looking for friendly support through bullying or mental health issues you're currently facing. I know we can talk about just the features of Bumble or why it's a good app, but I'd also just like to add that I love their ethos. They really want to bring respect, accountability, and kindness into all interactions on the app and in social networking in general, and they're making huge strides in the way they build the app to make that happen. It makes me feel looked after, and it really makes me happy that their ethos aligns with mine. It is super easy to use. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm behind the camera now, but I just wanted to give you a quick look. So at any point you can tap at the top and switch between Bumble BFF, Bumble Date, and Bumble Biz, and then you just tap in and you're back in BFF. You have different profiles for each one, which is really cool. Do you want to see my profile? Yeah, you do. This is my profile, and there's this really cool badge feature right here. And if you go into edit profile, you can add these badges to your profile. It says if you're new to the area, whether you exercise, whether you like to drink or you smoke, whether you have kids. It's really useful for defining the kind of people you're wanting to meet. So the badges can also be used to set filters. So if you set advanced BFF filters, you can choose whether you want to meet smokers, whether you want to meet people who exercise, whether the people are new to the area. It's really helpful. For me, I definitely want to meet people that have pets. To make sure everyone is as safe as they can be on the app, you can also verify your account, which means sending a selfie to the Bumble staff. So let's go on here now. I can verify. Here we go. I don't know if that's gonna work because the thing's in the way, but we shall see. You can add a section which says exactly what you're using BFF for. You can say a little bit about yourself. You can say where you work, what your university experience was, what you're looking for. It's so useful. And then you can chat. I don't know about you, but I have real trouble knowing what to say to people when I first speak to them. If you need a good opener, there are conversation prompts, which are super useful. So yeah, that's the app. So, you got to try before you buy. Let me show you some of the footage. Okay, I'm just packing up my work stuff and I'm about to go on my Bumble BFF meetup. I'm excited. I'm more excited than I am nervous, but there's this little butterfly right here that's like, oh. I think I'm a little less nervous because I was able to speak to her before, obviously on Bumble BFF, and then we also exchanged numbers. So we've had a little chat. Her name's Nova, she's a babe. So I'm really excited, and we're going to the Whitechapel Gallery in East London, and then, I don't know, it's quite a small gallery, so I think we might pop out, the weather's quite nice. Maybe we'll get some food and sit in a park, or maybe we'll get a coffee. I'm feeling really positive. I think the fact that we've done this through an app makes it more easygoing. We both know what we're looking for. We both got into it on a level playing field, and I think that's really nice. So yeah, I will go on the meetup and I will let you know what happened. Ah!
Amazing time with me, Nova.
We made mates.
Actually, we're actually on a meetup right now.
We went to the Whitechapel Gallery. It was really good. And now...
Yeah, now we're just hanging out.
Yeah, how would you rate your Bumble BFF meetup experience?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
So I met Nova outside the Whitechapel Gallery, and then we went inside and had a look at this exhibition, which was all about music posters from Liverpool and Liverpool designers, Liverpool artists. It was super, super cool. And we got to see like old Led Zeppelin ones, old Beatles ones. It was super, super cool. And then after that, we went around the corner to find a coffee shop because it had just started raining. And we had such a good chat. She was telling me all about how she's from Australia. And she was telling me all about her little sister and her job. I obviously won't tell you any of this info. But she's so nice. We got along super well. And yeah, I'm excited to stay in contact. I think we might go to a gig together soon. So even though while I was coming towards the gallery, I was like quite butterflies in my stomach, when we met and when I saw Nova and we had our first conversation, it was just the most chill thing ever. It was so nice. She was so friendly, and instantly I was at ease. And ultimately we had so much in common because we met on Bumble BFF and we could match each other and see what each other liked, and that we had similar likes and dislikes. So even though she's only just moved to London and she's from literally across the other side of the world, we had so much in common. It was so, so lovely to get to know someone who's just really cool and down to earth. So yeah, I had such a nice time. I'm hoping we get to hang out again. I think we will. I've got a number now, so we're like official BFFs. So honestly, I think Bumble BFF is one of the best and easiest ways to make friends in the city. I'll leave a link below so you can discover more about Bumble BFF. Okay, second idea for making friends. I've written on my notes, join a club, but make it 2019. So do you remember when you were younger and you would always be advised to make friends by joining a club? It just seemed so implausible that you'd like suddenly start football and make some mates. But let me bring you an updated version of this wisdom. I really think you can do it, just in a more modern way. So for example, I've been thinking about starting a life drawing class in my local area. I think that's a wonderful way to meet new people because you're doing something that's driven by you, that you're passionate about, that you love, but you're also like maybe making friends along the way. It's something you're doing for yourself, but you could end up with some great friendships later down the line. Also, you can do the same thing, but with exercise. I'm hoping to join yoga soon. And I'm hoping to meet a yoga buddy. And if you're looking for more of a wine drinking pal, then maybe consider going to like a themed club night. Maybe an ABBA themed club night if that's something you're into. I know I have many a friend who would love to meet people at an ABBA themed club night. I recently went to a Bridget Jones like screening and then a night out afterwards, all Bridget Jones themed. It was incredible. Every woman in that audience I knew I would get along with. They were exactly like me. And if you don't have a free pal or a pal that wants to go, or you just don't want to go alone, you could always use Bumble BFF to find someone to go with you. And then you're doing like 2 birds, 1 stone. Okay, third idea. Ask your current friends to introduce you. Maybe see if you can utilize your mutuals. So we love a good app, but personal recommendation does go such a long way when it comes to meeting new people. If someone's been given like a heartfelt thumbs up from my friend, I'm probably going to make an effort to speak to them. I remember there was a night where Lan and I sat in our old kitchen and we were like, oh, we just want to build a girl gang, but we don't know anyone else who wants to build a girl gang with us. So what we did was we had a dinner party and we each invited 1 or 2 friends of ours and asked them to bring a friend or 2. So I ended up meeting quite a few people that evening, and like Lan met my friend Chloe and I met one of her friends. I can't remember who right at this moment, but it was such a nice evening. And at dinners as well, you get to have more of like a real life human to human conversation where you really understand more about that person on like a deeper level. So I think they're a really good facilitator of friendship. I just think it's much nicer to have a dinner and proper conversations than to be like on that kind of night out vibe where everything is a small talk experience and you're running into just like everyone you know super briefly. Okay, 4th idea is to volunteer. After I wrote out all my ideas for this video, I actually went and looked up where I can volunteer in my local area. And I think, well, I've put in an application to be a part of a food bank. So hopefully I'll be doing that within the next month. Volunteering is so fab because you get to do good for your local community and also get to know your local community. And I know a lot of us feel like there's not enough time in our schedule, but just 1 or 2 hours a week can make a massive difference. You're also more likely to meet people that you wouldn't have otherwise met and not be limited in your friendships by age or by interests or by lifestyle. You could work in a local charity shop like I did. I made lots of friends with the elderly population of Tunbridge Wells. Or here are some ideas that I've got from my friends who have also volunteered. You could man phones at Nightline. You could volunteer with refugee, migrant and destiny organisations, or you could go on a good gym run. Also, there are often volunteering opportunities run by or publicised by your university or your workplace, so definitely ask around to see if there's anything going. So those are all my ideas for how to make friends. I really, really hope that some of them help you. Whilst it might feel like you're having to take a huge step out of your comfort zone, I promise you, it is all just baby steps. You really don't have to be walking up to random people in the street. And ultimately, to take that first baby step, you don't even have to leave your house. So I'd really, really recommend trying Bumble BFF. Again, there is a link in the description. Go and check it out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.